Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So it looks like today is going to be Baelran day. I also want to do a PvP showcase of Baelran. Now of course I don't have Baelran on my account. However, my guildmate has set up Baelran on his defense, Paragon 4. Really strong defense, and I want to show you some of the testing I've done and show you how he can be powerful and also at the same time how to counter him. But Baelran actually is no joke, and I'm going to explain to you why he is so scary in certain team comps. So I'm actually going to lead it off by showing you a replay right here showing Baelran kind of how scary he can be. So what I've done is I'm running what is actually one of the recommended from the Fight Club defenses for Clash Fronts. This is a very strong Celestial Hypogean Dionel team with the Life Force spell, Hugin boosting up Dionel's damage further, and you're gonna see that in the end we just lack the damage slightly, and that gives Baelran the opportunity to kill my entire team. Now of course the opponent is running probably this what I would consider to be the strongest meta Baelran team, which is definitely Guardian spell to protect him in the initial rounds, and also having him on the Mauler faction talents, because then he's going to take reduced damage from enemies outside of that range, one tile radius basically around him, and so like he's going to be taking less damage from my Dionel. And so this is going to give him the survival he needs. Now, what is the key thing about Baelran? What does he need to become scary and able to solo your team? All it takes is one of his ascensions. He just needs to get one ascension into celestial form and he will duel your team, most teams that he's up against. And in order to do that, he just has to recover up to his maximum basically health pool, and you're going to see it right here, and it's very difficult to prevent him, honestly, especially with the Guardian spell, Mauler faction talent tiles, even with a Nuking comp like you see here. You're going to see what happens. So what happens is my Dionel is rapidly going to gain his energy being on the Celestial Hypogean tiles. Hugin's also giving his charm bonus to Dionel. Now Dionel's going to cast ultimate with 81 seconds left, and we're going to kill practically the whole team. But watch the Baelran here. Baelran is going to get an ultimate off, and now he ascends, because when his health bar is full, even that like lightened portion of his health bar, that is considered his total health. And so after that ascension, he is a major force to be reckoned with, and he becomes almost unkillable. So my Scarlita descends, knocks him back. But watch this one shot with the ultimate of Baelran. Even Dionel is ulting right now with all of his intoxication stacks. It is not enough to kill the Baelran here. We get a little bit close, knock him up, but then his health recovery is just going to be too much after that one ascension. And we're just going to be soloed slowly but surely. He's going to be killing everyone on the team. Dionel makes a last ditch effort trying to dodge him, gets one more ultimate off, and Baelran is like, you're not even, I mean, I guess we are kind of putting a dent into him, but he's his own health recovery, and also I guess a power of renewal from Taylene. That's another thing I just realized now. It basically makes him so difficult to kill, and after getting that one ascension, you're really worried that he's going to solo your whole team. Like, what I've done in my experience testing against him, I'm going to show you even some ones that we've won. For example, like Graveborn Nuke Dionel, which is also very strong, and actually, arguably, it has more powerful nuking because Graveborn faction talents boost his damage. You're going to see how easily we kind of clear it here. So the team is basically the same, but rather than Celestial Hypogean Dionel, it is Graveborn Dionel, so we don't get any attack debuff at the beginning, so he can just shred a little bit faster. And also, by being on the tile, he gets a damage boost. But even here, Baelran still is recovering health. But thankfully, we get to like deal with him in time before he's able to get an ascension, and then it's basically going to be easy for you to win if you can kill him before he gets an ascension. Like, that is basically the key with Baelran. You're on a clock. If he ascends and like basically recovers up to that full health, you're not going to be able to deal with him very easily. So then I ran a wilder Dionel team, which I don't think is the strongest. This is probably one of the weaker ones in terms of nuking, and you're going to see it here. We do manage to win, but just barely. Like, watch the Baelran. Look at his health. When that red, even the light bar touches that full health bar, that means he's gonna ascend. And right here, cast an ultimate, he was so close to ascending, and I'm telling you, if he would have ascended, it was game over for me. Right? Now, because he didn't get an ascension, we're going to be able to more easily burst him down, and we're going to get the job done. My Pheromore is going to go off, but like, if he would have gone that ascension and then bursted my Pheromore and Dunlinger would both be one shot, and I would have lost from that point. So this shows you basically that you're on a clock, a race to killing Baelran before he can ascend. That's basically the key thing, because after his ascension, he's a major force to be reckoned with. And I'm going to show you, he is a hard counter to Cryonaia. There's not a single way. I've tried so many different Cryonaia teams, nothing has the firepower to nuke the Baelran. You're gonna see it here with the Guardian spell, Malefaction talents. He's really difficult to kill himself. And watch what happens. Like, you would think Cryonaia would normally just destroy this entire team. The Talien's gonna get popped, the Maulers are gonna be easily killed. But look at Baelran. Baelran is like, thank you for taking me into your Frostvale domain. I'm just gonna heal up to full and get myself ascended, and then destroy your entire team. Like, we can't even, we're not even out damaging the amount of health he's losing. Like, health he's regaining. His own innate health regeneration is higher than Cryonaia's damage output. And this is a Paragon 4 Cryonaia with the Demon attack buff. Like, I mean, it can't get much more than this. And then Dragon Roar Artifact as well for more attack. And now, because he ascended, watch that. Ultimate, kill 2 of my heroes, and he's just gonna, like, destroy my entire team. And you might think, oh, maybe you have a chance. We're doing a bit of burst with Kulu. Kulu has some damage output potential. But it's just not enough because he's going to regain all that health back and more. And it's just a matter of time before he comes up to you and boom, smacks you. So this is kind of the crazy thing about Baelran. But I do want to make it very clear. There are 2 things which are enabling him, which he really needs. One is Guardian Spell, and one is Malefaction Talents. And even despite that, you guys saw, I've had successes with like the Dionel Nuke. I'm going to show you another team which is going to have a success into this, which is pretty consistent as well. That is going to be the Citrana team. But this team specifically is like a hard counter to Baelran. This is like the hardest of counters you can have to Baelran. Because why? How do you prevent Baelran from ascending? You give him vitality debuffs with Citrana. Even Igor can give health recovery debuff with his plus 10. I believe... reduces target healing, receive with his exclusive equipment. Doesn't even need to be up, like plus 5 is enough. And then you have your Bonnie ticking damage, Athalia bursting him one shot, like basically one single target damage. So this is basically the perfect comp for countering Baelran, and even then it isn't as easy as you would think. Like, watch this right here. It actually does look pretty smooth, like we had a really smooth fight here. But you're going to see that Baelran still is recovering health. He's close to getting ascended. Coco is going to give him like that damage reduction. Oh, and another thing, the reason this team is also very effective, Coco gives her charms to boost the health. Look at Baelran. He's almost ascended. And I'm telling you, if he would ascend right here, it's so close. We just barely get this in time. I want to do more runs of this, and I want it to play out and have the Baelran ascend and see whether we're actually still going to deal with him. I think we can. This team has the best chance of dealing with him. Even after oh wait, I think he actually is ascended. Because he has those big wings, and I think, yeah, he is actually ascended. We still do get the clear in the end, but like it's like you're taking down a boss when you're taking down Baelran. But it is also because he has a lot of support. So you have to keep in mind, even though Baelran is looking really strong in this type of comp, in like a hard Cryonaia counter, he can even counter Dionel if you don't have enough firepower. But he's having the massive support from the Malefaction talents, which like gives shield, but even more importantly, reduce damage taken by 50% or 56% by enemies outside of your radius, which is a 1-tile radius, I believe. And then Guardian Spell as well, that 8 seconds initial of the match. Basically, he's hardly taking any damage. So he's heavily, like, basically protected with the Guardian Spell, with the Malefaction talents, with the Coco Charms. He has everything going for him. And without these mechanics, like if you try to take him in regular arena, he's just not going to work. He's just going to be too easy to burst through. But with all of these things added up, he is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so I'm going to show you just some more examples, because you might be thinking, there's got to be some way that Cryonaia can just burst him. You can counter him with Cryonaia. But I'm telling you, I do not see a way of Cryonaia killing him unless we just have massive burst from other sources as well. It has to be Cryonaia and Kulu. And I think probably just pass on Theodore, because we don't need the energy boosting, and more importantly, we just need more powering up the basically attack of Cryonaia. Let's go ahead and actually just give her the Hugin as well, because Hugin can give us charms and further buff him up. Let's go ahead and do Hugin and Damon both buffing up Cryonaia. Core Forge actually isn't necessarily the best for her. I'm thinking we could go Malison's spell, but that's gonna proc on the Talene, because it attacks the frontmost enemy basically, and with that debuff. Otherwise, Malison can be a counter because it reduces health of the frontmost enemy. Yeah, so that could technically be a counter, but here he's positioned well with Talene up front, that it isn't actually. Okay, we'll try Core Forge first of all, just to show you. Like, this is basically maximum damage Cryonaia, as well as we have the Kulu. Both are going to have damage. You just have to kill this Baelran before he goes off. Okay, I think we might have gotten what we needed to happen here, because one way of doing it is basically, you don't want to isolate the Baelran first, because he recovers too much health then. You want Cryonaia to snowball a bit, killing his allies, and now her second ultimate, now Cryonaia can maybe go for the Baelran kill. Where even is Baelran? Wait, we got another insta-kill, but Baelran is still here. He's rescinding his health, and even though now, watch him 1v5 me. He's just gonna 1v5 me now. He's almost ascended. Cryonaia, you have one chance. Okay, we're gonna get him. I think we're gonna get him before he ascends. So this is the one way you can basically... And even this is like, normally no hero can like out-sustain Cryonaia, and he's out-sustaining on his own. I think we are gonna win in the end with this. But it's gonna be... Actually, I don't even know. Look, he's gonna ascend. This is gonna be a crazy showcase. I think he's gonna ascend and solo my entire team. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming. He's about to ultimate as soon as he gets out of this domain. And that's going to give him health recovery, right? Like, this is crazy. It's honestly like you're fighting a boss. Oh, here he goes. He ascended. Okay, he ascended, right? How did... I don't know how he bursted him like that. That looked like a bug. Because he ascended and he like practically dropped almost all of his health. Oh, because he has to regain all of his health. So that was the closest we could get. He's going to solo my entire team now. Like, Kulu's still here, Kulu's dealing damage, but once he's in his ascended form, you just cannot outpace the healing and damage output that he has. Kulu's casting her ultimate, she's trying as much as she can. Like, this is honestly as... Oh, we might have done it. With the Daemon Fear as well. We might barely do it, but this is what I'm telling you. This is crazy. Even if we do win, it's not like this is at all consistent. I think he's gonna still solo me. This is so crazy. This is showing you, like, I mean, again, he has a perfect support with the Malefaction talents. He has a Kulu charm. He's just going to stall me out. We won't even be able to clear him. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Like, this is Baelran. Yeah, so this is really showing you Baelran's potential in PvP, and it's honestly really interesting, because no hero is kind of like this, that can turn into a boss, basically. It's like a boss battle fighting against him. Okay, before we end off the video, I want to do another attack with the team that we did win, with the, like, what I consider to be kind of the hardest counter to this, which is this Igor, the Graveborn team with Bonnie, Citrana, Athalia, Bonnie, Citrana, Athalia, which I think is probably one of the strongest options. I mean, our charms are not necessarily evenly matched right now. That could also be a factor, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close to Bonnie on the tile and have these. We had the position like this. I'm just going to repeat it. We're going to run Dragon Roar Artifact again. Maybe Shadow Blast could be better in this comp, but Dragon Roar is always really solid. Okay, so I'm just going to watch on time through speed. I want to keep attacking here until I see the Baelran actually get an ascension. I want to see if the Baelran ascended is going to 1v5 my team. Okay, Baelran gets ascended, right? Okay, he's ascended. My Citrana is down, but we do have the debuffs on him. Is it? Athalia's still jumping around, dealing damage to him. Yeah, we're barely gonna get it, but look at that. Like, I mean, if Athalia didn't have her damage output, if we were running something like Talene here, you're as good as toast. He would just come and run down your entire team. It's crazy when he gets into that, like, kind of ascended mode. It's kind of like he's in hyper mode, and he's just running at you, about to smack you all down. So anyway, guys, that's going to be Baelran in a nutshell. Today really has been an epic showcase of Baelran. He's dominating basically Magmazard, Cray Shelburne specifically. And in PvP, he is a force to be reckoned with, almost like you're fighting an actual boss when you battle him. If you really feel like you're fighting a boss, no other hero feels like this. Especially on Malefaction talent tiles, he's meant for those tiles. So yeah, I'm really tempted to recruit for Baelran, but I'm still holding out for right now until we get more information, maybe a future Celestial Hypogeans to come. That's what I'm kind of most looking forward to, or to educate basically my decision. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. there's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.